Hi guys, yet another episode with Triple N. Karibu sana for those who are coming for the second time, for the third time, even you who has come here for the first time, karibu sana. So on this episode, I'm going to show you how I do my meal plan, how we do our meal prepping, and how I come up with what is supposed to be on the food menu in the house. So normally, I make a menu that goes like for a whole month, then we change it like after a month. So it covers all the weeks, like the 4 weeks in the month. So to begin with, Normally, I'll do a list of all the items that we need to buy. So I'll do the carbohydrates, all types of carbohydrates. Then I do a list of the proteins. I do a list of vegetables. So from here, that is when I know like what goes where. So for the proteins, they're divided into two. I do the plant protein and then I do the animal protein. Then for the vegetables, we have kienyeji, and then we also have just the kawaida like skuma and spinach, yeah. Then we also have like mixed veggies. So after I do this, I list all of them. So if it's for the carbohydrates, I'll put like rice, I put bananas, like the green bananas. Then I do chapati, then I do spaghetti, macaroni, potatoes, yeah. Then I come to the plant protein. Then here I'll have like lentils, green grams, beans. Yeah, then for the animal protein, we'll have fish, we have chicken, we have beef, we have liver, we have tripes, matumbo, famously known as matumbo, that is tripes. Then we have eggs. For the plant protein, we have lentils, we have green grams, and then we have beans. For our home, I prefer for us to have the yellow beans because they have like less gas. Then when I come to the vegetables, I'll have like saga, then I'll have managu, then I'll have kunde, then I'll have pumpkin leaves. Then there's kuma and spinach, that is kales and spinach. Then for the mixed vegetables, I normally buy like carrots, I buy peas, I buy broccoli, cauliflower, yeah. So in that category, that is what I normally have. So once I have done the list of all the things, like I've done all the carbohydrates, I've done all the proteins, I've done all the vegetables, now I start pairing them up. So I'll start, like normally I just make a menu for dinner only, because the food that is left over from dinner is what is eaten for lunch the following day. And for breakfast, I normally don't do like a menu because we wake up at different times in the house and we also take different things. There's one who takes coffee, I take chocolate, my house manager takes tea. So for breakfast, everyone jipangas. But for dinner, that is the one that I mainly focus on. So after I've done this, I start pairing up. So I'll write like the days of the week. That is like on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way to Sunday. So I normally leave out, like in the month, I will have 2 weekends in a month where we can have takeout. So normally for those days, we don't like plan for them, I just like takeout. So if we feel like we're lazy to cook, then we'll always order something in. So I take all the carbohydrates, then I start pairing up with the proteins. So I would create like 3 columns where I have the carbohydrate here, then the protein, then the veggies, then the days of the week on the side. So if it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I can start like this being week 1, I can do like it is rice, then with beans and cabbage. So that is like a complete meal. Then I'll go to the next day. I'll pick a carbohydrate that we haven't written yet. So I'll do maybe ugali, eggs, and spinach. Then on Wednesday, again, I'll go back to the list of the carbohydrates. So I can pick, say, green bananas with meat, that is beef. Yeah, and then maybe aside we can, sometimes we do like with vegetables, or sometimes we just eat it like that. So if you are doing vegetables, we'd also again go like with spinach. Then I'll go to the next day, which is on a Thursday. I'll go back to the menu again, pick another carbohydrate, spaghetti with minced beef, and maybe like a side of mixed vegetables, which has like carrots and peas. Then I'll go like on a Friday. On Friday we normally alternate, so sometimes we do pilau or we do chapati. Same to Saturday. So also on Saturdays we alternate. If this weekend we do chapati, next weekend we will do pilau, so that it makes like our life a bit easier. Also on Mondays, all Mondays we do like ugali and veggies and eggs or with meat, because we feel like it's easy to prepare after a heavy weekend. People are tired, there's so much that is all over the place, and it gives me time to be able to organize myself. So once I've done this, I do for each week. I normally do this with my house manager. So we'll do this for each week. That is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So you'd realize the carbohydrates are less, like the starches are less than the proteins. So what normally happens when we go to week 2, we will interchange. So whatever that was last on week 1 comes first on week 2. And then also the proteins, now whatever protein that had not been eaten on week 1 is now put on week 2. So that is how we go all the way to week 3. So sometimes you find that we have like leftover food, and some days we might not cook, but the menu still remains the same. Or if we have guests, then on that day we alter the menu a bit, maybe to suit like the meal that we want to make for the guests. So after I make the whole menu and I am done, that is when now we sit down and we decide the amount of groceries that we need to buy for the house. So for instance, if we are having eggs in the menu like 4 times in a month, then we will buy like 2 crates of eggs. So these 2 crates should be able to last us like for the whole month, depending on like what we have in the menu. Then we also decide like if you're eating meat 4 times in a month, how many portions do we need? So that's how we come up with saying probably we need to buy like 3 kgs of meat, and that is enough for us for like the whole month. Same to liver, same to matumbo, same to every other food. This includes even tomatoes, onions, carrots, peas, garlic, ginger. So once we've come up with the whole menu, then we do our grocery list shopping. So once we do that, we go, we shop, and that normally lasts us a whole month. The reason why I prefer to have like a menu, one, it makes my work easy. Every day, like I have so much else that I'm doing, and every day I don't have to be thinking like, oh, what are we eating today? What are we eating tomorrow? Now, also the house manager does not need to come to keep on asking me, what am I cooking today? What am I cooking tomorrow? What are we eating? She just goes to what is in the menu. She decides what to cook, and we are good to go. It really makes our life very easy. It makes us well organized. It helps me to shop better and to shop smart, because I know that once I've bought this item, it is enough for the whole month, unless something changes happen in between. So normally after the whole of this process is done, I'll give the list to the house manager. Then she'll draw up the food menu that we have, and we normally stick it on like where our fridge is. I'll just be able to show you that shortly, so that you see how it pans out. So after 4 weeks, again we will sit down, interchange the whole food menu, so that also people don't get bored. Of course, in as much as I've said like breakfast is not here, when we are doing our grocery list shopping, which is included in our food menu, then the breakfast items are also included, because like sometimes weekends like to maybe do pancakes, you can want to do baked beans, you can want to do like eggs or make a cake, or so that is included in terms of the shopping list that we will have as part of groceries. So if you also do like a food menu for your family or for your home, or even for yourself, like also share with us how you do it. You can even share with us a picture of how it looks like, so that you can also be able to borrow. If you do not, maybe you can try it out. Let me know how you find it. Just try it out for a month and let me know if you find it easier, if it is helping you to shop better, if it makes your life easier, because I know like as women we can relate to that thing of being asked every day, so what are people eating? It is tiring. it is really tiring. So just try this method and let me know if it works for you. Yeah, that marks the end of this episode. You can comment on the comment section below if this is helpful to you, if this is something that you would want to borrow, if this is something you'd want to also practice. I would be interested. If you're doing this, take a photo of how your menu looks like and share with us. We can also want to like try it out. Again, subscription is free. Just click on the red button, engage with us, engage with the channel, engage with my content. I'll be very, very grateful. As always, I do appreciate you for being here. I do not take it for granted. Thanks and bye. Hello.